A man that's sponsoring your lifestyle.
I'm not going to say that a man has not given me anything. No, I mean I'm in a relationship, so I will collect because why? Lagos is full of too much fake life. I'm not a part of it. The only thing I felt pressure to change was my body. I was actually thinner than this.
Hello and welcome to Behind the Filter. Behind the Filter is a space where we dive into the captivating stories of individuals navigating the delicate balance between real life and social media. I am Okolopis Uche, your host for this amazing podcast series. My guest for today is a digital creator. Ladies and gentlemen, I have Glory in the studio. Hey, hi Glory.
Hi. You look so good today. I've told you that, right?
Yes, you mentioned it. Thank you so much.
Okay.
Thank you so much.
Yes.
You look amazing as well.
you.
Like, I love it.
Thank you.
I love it. Welcome to Behind the Filter.
I'm so glad to be here, actually.
I'm so glad to finally have you here. I know. Okay, let's just, get right into this fun episode.
Yeah.
So I'm just going to start from the very beginning because, that is where it matters.
Okay.
Tell me about your childhood and what was growing up like for you.
Okay, I grew up in Akwa Ibom State. I'm an Akwa Ibom girl anyways. I grew up in Akwa Ibom State and Uyo. Yeah, from a family. I was raised by a single mom though. So it was just me and my elder sister. So we're just two. We're raised by my mom. Childhood, to be very honest, it was chill. It was not like we're broke. It's not like we're rich. We're just like in between, like we're okay, we're doing okay. My mom was a nurse. She's retired now. So, nurses now, they do very well. So it's just that way too. And we both had to go to private university. So that was when it was like a bit tough. But overall, she did a great job. So basically, that's it.
Awesome. Kudos to your mom. Shout out to her.
And she won't watch this though, but she's not a social media person like me.
That's fair.
My sister will anyway.
I mean, shout out to your sister and your mom.
Yeah.
That's incredible. I love it. I love your story. So like your childhood growing up, did you see yourself going into fashion and being a creator?
To follow my mom's footsteps. Like I wanted to be a doctor. I wanted to be a medical doctor. My mom was a nurse. I used to go with her to the hospital. She'd take us to her night duty, afternoon duty, especially me, because my sister was I was the follow. I'm still the follow. Yeah. So I used to follow her to work. I just loved the whole hospital thing. I used to see her work. And she was so passionate about her job. So I fell in love with everything, medicine and all of that. So I was telling her, I want to be a medical doctor. And she loved it.
I mean, every African mother would love their daughter to become a doctor.
So it was just my passion for like medicine anyway, because of what I was seeing, what I was exposed to. So then I thought, I would love to be this. But later on, I'm like, thanks, I'll pass.
No thanks.
Okay.
Yeah. Okay. So you studied medical laboratory science.
Yeah.
And which is right because you said you wanted to become a medical doctor and all of that.
Okay.
So why did you deviate from that career? I mean,
first of all, let me just talk about how everything went. Like, okay, when I was looking for admission, I couldn't get admission in the public school. So my mom took us to private school, Maduna University. So I tried getting medicine and surgery, which I actually did. But when my mom saw the school fees, she's like, you don't have a father.
Oh my God.
So we'll not do medical labs because we'll not do medicine because it was way expensive. So she's like, okay, you can do medical laboratories and science. It's still like
really
same field, and also that's just what I went in for. And then in my third year, I did medical lab science first, second year. In my third year, I shan't. that's when I knew that I had passion for something else. That was modeling.
Wow.
I loved modeling. Like, I contested for something, then I won it, left school to go get the prize, all those kind of things. And then I'm like, okay, I don't want to be a medical lab science anymore.
Wow.
This is that just changed everything
Just
for
like
me.
that.
And that's how my CGPA because I wasn't
You took your mind out of
I
it.
took my mind out of it. Like, the fact that I even graduated safe and
Oh
still
my
had a good
gosh.
result,
Yeah.
I'm still like, how did we get here? Because so once I finished school, I just knew certificate. I'm taking it to the person that sent me to school. Yeah, take your certificate. I finished school. Oh. So she was like, so what are you going to do now? I'm like, I don't know yet, Sha. But I was still playing along. When I finished school, I tried to get work just as I was waiting for internship phase. My mom would not allow me to work. She said, wait for your internship phase, blah, blah, blah. So I made up my mind that I'm going to Lagos.
Yeah.
I'm leaving to Lagos. And my mom would not allow you to leave her site. So I had to lie to her that, oh, I'm going back to school. Father Ide said all the graduates should come back. Should come back and that they want to do something for all the graduates. She said, okay, no problem. I packed my box. That's
For
how I
this
found
stuff?
myself in Lagos. I didn't get transport from her. I sold my laptop then.
Oh, wow.
So I could gather money to come to Lagos because she only gave me transport to go to school. That was not even enough to bring me to Lagos. So that's how we find ourselves here.
Wow. And ever since then, you've been in Lagos?
Yes, I've been in Lagos for 2018, 19, 20, over 7 years now. 2018,
Oh.
2018. Yeah, I think.
Interesting. So
Yeah.
you just moved from Akwa Ibom to Lagos?
Yes.
From then?
Yes.
So what did your mom say? Like, what was her
Okay,
reaction?
when I go here, Jesus Christ! When I got here, I called her. I told her, oh, that from school I went to Lagos, so that I won't be coming back anytime soon. No, and she says, what are you doing in Lagos? Where are you staying? All the questions, of course,
Yeah.
mother. So I did my plans. I had my plans. I had everything written out. I had like everything planned. So I called one of my sister from my dad's side. Let me not say my sister. I call her my sister because she's my cousin. But I used to call her my sister because she's still family.
Yeah, it's still family.
So I called her like, oh, I'm coming to Lagos. I would like to stay with you for a few, months until I'm able to like get internship space, and all. So what I wanted to do was come do my internship, but still be doing what I love to do, that kind of thing.
Yeah.
So she agreed. She had kids, so go call somebody to come and help. So I came to Lagos and I stayed with her for like a few months. Truth be told, I did not get the internship space because internship space, I feel like it was just tough for me. I
What
couldn't just
internship
get
were
it.
you applying for?
Medical laboratory science.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, so I was looking for internship space and I couldn't get it, to be honest. So one thing the people kept telling me, you have to know somebody that knows somebody for the places that I wanted, though.
Yeah.
So I just made up my mind that we're done. We are done with this thing. Before I actually came to Lagos, I had messaged a modeling agency. Shout out to KBS Models. You guys saved me. So I sent them a message. I was still in my state when I sent them a message. They screened me. They accepted me. In fact, gave me my first job. I came into Lagos on Tuesday. My next job was on Wednesday. My first job with them was on Wednesday. I told them I was in Lagos. So that I already knew I was coming.
You were coming, yeah.
So when I came to Lagos, did that job. That's what was basically holding me. Money from KBS. Did small money we're making. That's what I was using to take care of myself. And then I started doing drop shipping just to add extra income. So that one, because it wasn't really enough like that.
Yeah.
So from there, okay, how content creation started was, do you want me to talk about that? Or
Oh, yeah. I mean, we'll get to that.
Okay.
We'll get to that. Can I ask, though, what happened to your dad?
Oh, my dad is late. He's
Oh.
late. Yeah.
I'm so
He died.
sorry about that.
Yeah,
I'm
it's
so
fine.
sorry. Do you ever feel that? Did you ever feel that impact of not having that father
Yes,
figure
I actually
present?
did. I still do. We're
Yeah.
working on it. I'm working on myself. I'm a work
it
in
is totally
progress.
okay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So I'm working on it. I have serious daddy issues.
Oh no.
I know. I actually do. I don't used to like try to
Try to hide
it.
it.
I
yeah.
do, and I'm working on myself every day to try and work on that. So I will not enter like that into marriage.
Yes, I understand because like I want to say I have some daddy issues, but
We're working on
we're
it.
all working on that. I feel like everybody have their issues,
Yes,
and it's just
yeah.
how you work
Work,
on yourself and work towards it that matters.
You just have to recognize that you have it.
yes,
And then from there, you start your...
you start working. All right, so can you share with me like any experience that you in your modeling and creator career, any experience that you had that made you realize that okay, yes, I'm doing the right thing by choosing this, by choosing to deviate from medical.
Every day.
Every day?
To be honest, every day just keeps like... It just like... You're just doing what you love. Like every day keeps... I don't know how to put it, but it's just when I was modeling, I think the reason why I left KBS models was because I just felt like I've outgrown that point. I wanted something more, something better.
Sorry to cut you off. KBS, they are
KBS
the
models, face modeling.
Also, you were face modeling for a while.
For a while. I think for a year, it'll be 6 months. I can't really remember now. But I was like, oh, I need something else. I need something better. So I need to leave. Not like I did not like being a model. I just wanted something better.
Yeah.
You get, so
you have to move on at some
that's
point.
why I got into content creation. And the thing about content creation is that it feels like it's my purpose. Is what I love to do. Like, I don't know. Let me just use like an example. Even if my post gets like 200 views, tomorrow I'll still come out and post the content because this is what I love to do. It doesn't really matter. I don't know if that explanation works.
You're not doing it for the
I'm
likes,
not doing
for the
it
views.
because I just love it. This is what gives me purpose. This is what gives me fulfillment. This is what makes me happy. This is what makes me being able to give value to people. That's just what makes me happy. So every day is just like be a content creator and that's it.
I love that.
What I am. So.
I love that. I'm just starting up as a content creator right now because the market is like a very
saturated.
Very saturated at this point because there are a lot of content creators.
Yeah.
So when did you start content, like officially start content creation?
2020 during the lockdown. I just randomly started taking pictures around the house, just posting pictures inside the house, just posting, and I noticed that I liking it though. And from there, I started looking at what other creators were doing. So like that, I started, because I didn't have enough money to afford my stuff.
I was going to ask, what obstacles did you face?
Oh, do you want to ask now?
Oh, no,
you ask? No, I wanted to ask. Okay, so I just started inside my house, taking pictures, asking friends to take pictures of me. Basically, that's it. But it was in 2020.
2020.
During the lockdown, specifically.
Yeah. I feel like everybody started something
because
that 2020 was such it was such a pivotal moment for a lot of people because like some businesses were actually started in 2020. Most people went into content creation. I remember I was on TikTok doing
I wasn't actually on TikTok.
You were not?
Funny enough, no. I started TikTok like, is it 2021?
Really?
2022. That's when I had my first TikTok account. I was stalling to open TikTok, but I had Instagram, obviously. So
I feel like that 2020 was that year where everybody discovered something new about themselves. So I'm going to ask, what was like the obstacles and challenges you faced starting up as?
I was broke. Like broke clean. No, I was actually really broke. I didn't have money. I wanted to be a fashion content creator, not a makeup content creator, a beauty or a lifestyle. Where is the life?
Which lifestyle?
Which lifestyle are we showing? So I wanted to be a fashion. I loved fashion. My mom is a fashion person. She loves fashion and she, you know, all those African mom style. Now she'd be
Yes.
matching her hair.
The gele must
with
match the
and the bag.
Yeah.
My mom she was such a fashion person. So I just knew that, oh, I want to be a fashion content creator. And the people I looked up to then, I loved the way they dressed. I loved, like, I'm like, oh, this is the way I want to dress. This is me, you know, that kind of thing. So the major obstacle I was facing was I was broke. I didn't have money to, you know, afford my style then. So what I did was I started becoming very resourceful and very, very resourceful. Started looking at what other creators were doing when they do how to style one top 2 ways, that kind of thing. So I started looking for new ways to wear one top 20 ways so that I'll have picture to post and video to create. So I think that's just it. That's how we started and we got here. So.
And now you're on 130K followers on Instagram. I mean, that's insane. Starting in 2020 and you have that much. How would you describe your growth as a content creator?
It was slow. Normally,
it was slow?
Yeah, it was slow. What was I?
When you started in 2020?
What was I able to, like, you see the clothes? It was slow, obviously.
Yeah.
But, obviously when I stopped KBS models, I was still doing like the drop shipping thing. I was able to, with the help of some of my friends, I was able to start importing the things myself from China. So then I started seeing small money. So I started putting it into the content creation thing. I started buying clothes, buying shoes. What I was buying was even thrifted. I was thrifting a lot.
All thrift.
And then I started learning how to put outfits together, how to work with what I had in my wardrobe. I started learning how to do DIYs, you know, and also I'll just make my style, you know, create something that works.
So how would you describe your personal style? Because I know like a lot of people will see you and think you'll be like a girly girl.
Yeah.
But no, you're not, right?
Somehow.
Your style is a bit...
Okay, my style kind of like androgynous. I love a bit of menswear and I love to add feminine touches to it. Like I can wear baggy clothes and I'll wear a pair of heels, carry a handbag. I'm still a girl. Please don't forget.
Even with the baggy clothes.
I love baggy clothes. Like that's just my style. That's what I love. I'm starting to drift more into dresses now, but dresses wasn't really my thing. But as I'm getting older, I feel like dresses okay. I didn't used to like heels as well, but now see my wardrobe. Hey.
I feel like we're opposite because like me, I'm such a dress girl. I have so many dresses. But you see those 2-piece baggy outfits, that's something I want to actually start trying.
I have a lot of those.
You have a lot, I see them.
My style
I see them.
I don't have a lot of dresses too. Like my wardrobe, where I have my dresses is like this. My trousers.
I feel like we should like do like a content where we would like switch and exchange styles. That would be very interesting.
I'm starting now because I feel like I'm growing. As you're growing your style, you want to dress some type of way.
You have to
you're growing,
upgrade and all of that. So, do you ever deal with like doubts and insecurities when you create your content?
Is there anyone that doesn't? Is there any content creator that does not?
She doesn't. You know, she has her content and she doesn't feel any kind of like insecurity or pressure when posting. She just posts it and she knows that it is good.
It's a thing that will always come. It's a thing that will come, even if it's small, that it just comes like and you as a person, you're the one that would decide if this thing is going to like weigh you down, if it's going to like have an impact on you. It's you. It's about you. It's not like it won't come. We're all humans now. It will come. Definitely.
Honestly.
Definitely. Imagine you're starting content creation with someone and this person is doing way better than you and you know your content is good. Everybody feels that way. You start questioning yourself like, do I need to post this thing? Do I not? Like, so it's a you thing. It's a mindset thing. If you decide that okay, I'll be down. You'll be down your thing now.
Do you
I
understand?
decide, I beg, if
Anyone.
nobody would die.
Yeah, like
That
it's not like
kind
it's a
of
take out
thing.
of my body
Yeah.
if nobody likes or
Yeah.
so I'm so glad you told me that you also experience those
Yeah.
insecurities because I do. You know, before I post, if I put out a post on Instagram, I think like twice. Like, are you sure
Yeah.
this is something that I want to put out there?
Everyone
Is
does.
this, you know,
Everyone
or
does.
maybe after I posted, like I just don't even want to see the video
Yeah.
until like later.
I've
do you-
had some posts that I'm like, I hate this picture so much. And I'm seeing 10,000 likes. I'm like,
You never know.
I hated this picture. What are you people seeing?
You
That
never
kind of
know.
thing. So
Yeah.
it's like, and the ones that you put in so much effort and you're like, this post,
That's the one that
1,000,000 views, nothing. That's the one that will flop. It will flop.
actually you'll be so shocked at how it flopped.
I'm like, it's a mindset thing. I just started like working on my mindset. I'm like,
Yeah. Wherever
What
it
could
is,
go
that's
wrong?
it.
Like,
Whatever happens,
I beg,
happens.
there's still money in your account, they
Yeah.
still hear you, you'll not die, that kind of thing. So I think that's just what keeps me going. I'm very self-aware. I talk to myself a lot and I scold myself a lot. Like, so life goes on.
Life goes on.
Yeah.
So, you know, being a fashion creator, social media is such like an important. It's so
very
important. You need
important.
to be very active. And
Yeah.
I know being on social media also comes with its disadvantages and
Yeah.
advantages as well.
Yeah.
How do you deal with those pressure that comes with being a fashion creator and seeing other fashion creators? You're like, you know, that comparison that
Yeah.
starts to like, you start comparing yourself to
Okay.
another creator. Like, tell me about that experience.
Okay, I've had lots of instances where I've actually compared myself to someone, but like I said, it's actually a mindset thing. I always talk myself out of it. And another thing that helps me is that this might be a bit controversial, but I won't follow you. I will mute you. Once I feel like there's a pressure on my head or I'm starting to not think straight, like I'm starting to doubt myself, I won't follow you. I'm sorry. It's nothing serious. It's not that deep.
Yeah.
It's not that deep, but it's just me trying to protect my peace because I know myself.
Mental health.
Yeah, I know myself. I know my person. It's just self-awareness, to be honest. I'll just unfollow you. It's not hate. If I should see your picture or video on I'll still click like and move on. I'll just not go to your page. That kind of
Yeah,
thing.
yeah.
But I don't put myself in that space where there's a lot of pressure. Like you put and also I the ones that I follow, like I'll just be genuinely happy for you. Genuinely happy for you. Except the ones that, try to make you feel like, Shebi, we're in this same content creation together. Do you have a car? Do you have a house? No, like I'll just like let's protect my peace. But other people, I have very successful content creator friends. We just talk about it, share. Sometimes we even share emails, like brand emails together that we can, like that kind of thing. I have a lot of them. But when it feels like I'm starting to compare myself, I just unfollow you. I'm sorry.
Yeah.
I'll not meet you. I'll unfollow you.
I mean, to protect your mental health.
I'm sorry. But genuinely, I'll be happy for you. Like you achieve something, I come and comment. Congratulations, your followers grew. I come and comment. It's at last, it's still not that deep.
It's not that deep. Yeah. It's not that deep. Because, people don't really take seriously mental health in Nigeria.
I take mine very serious.
Because you can go online and you see so many things.
Yeah.
And because personally, I experienced that as well. Like, I go online and I see like, oh my God, this person is literally my age mates. Like, what am I doing with my life?
What you don't want to see, what you don't see. What's that word they used to say? What you don't see will not kill you. Be something like that. Yeah, you don't need to see it so that I know some people are inspiring. There's a difference between a fellow content creator inspiring me to be better. Like I feel like there's a difference.
Yeah, obviously.
When it's like you start comparing, no, I'll just unfollow you. Bye. I'll see you later. No hard feelings.
No hard feelings, just protecting your mental health. Yeah. So what are some personal experiences that you've experienced, that have kind of like shaped how you look at life right now?
Personal experiences, like, is it as a content creator or real life?
Real life. Like, what experiences or maybe something that happened to you, good or bad, doesn't have to be something bad.
Like, shaped my life in what way?
That shaped your outlook on life. That shaped how you look at life right now. Do you understand?
If you're at the top now, you can literally go down. I think I've also learned that being humble is one thing. Like, it's very important, being humble. And also, one thing life has taught me is building relationships. This is something I actually struggle with. I don't know if this is me answering the question, but
no, it's fine.
but building relationships is something I struggle with personally. I'm very, very introverted. Don't see me laughing like this. Once I enter my space, I'm very, very introverted. Like, that's still one thing I struggle with, building relationships. So the relationships that I have now is probably the ones that I've had for a long time. And building new ones is something like I'm working on and trying to do. So life has taught me you need people. We all need people. We are not an island. You cannot do it alone.
On your own.
We actually do need people. And comparison is the thief of joy.
Yes.
Self-love is the best love. Like, I think that's it.
Oh,
when you love yourself, it will reflect. People will see it. People will see it, and that's when people will start loving you too, because this one like herself also. That kind of thing.
I know self-love is so important. And like, I feel like a lot of girls struggle with that. Girls, guys, at this point it is not even gender-based anymore. Like, a lot of people struggle with actually loving themselves genuinely. So, which leads me to this question, like, in this present generation where BBL, fillers, and everybody's concerned about what they look like right now. Do you ever feel that pressure to also, change something about yourself?
You are coming for me. You are coming for me with these questions. First of all, to answer your question, I've never felt any pressure to change anything about myself. I think the only thing I felt pressure to change was my body. I was actually thinner than this. If you go through my Instagram, down. I'm big, oh.
Really?
I'm big now. Like, I'm big. I was tiny. I was like,
wow.
Jesus. I was so thin. So, I was like, when I start making money, I'll make sure I buy food, I'll take weight gain so that I can gain weight. Yeah, because I was like, at some point I thought, probably you'll not be able to gain weight anymore. Because I was slim till like 2021. I started gaining weight 2021, 2022.
Wow.
Was it 2021? No, 2022. That's when I started gaining weight. So, I used to be very insecure about my body at some point. At some point, that's when I started talking to myself. Wait, what will you do? What are you going to do about it? So I started loving myself and I started posting on Instagram. So funny enough, when I was even like this, that's when I had the highest engagement on Instagram, because you could feel that I actually love myself and I was putting out content, inspiring other slim people too.
Yeah.
You get. So now that I started having small thing in my account, I started like taking the weight gain thing very serious. So I gained small weight. It's finished. I'm not doing past this.
I think you look amazing.
No. If you pass like this, it's over.
I think you look amazing. Yeah. I feel like people don't really understand. When you talk about weights, most people go and start thinking of, plus size people. They don't know that sometimes skinny people also go through this issue. I feel like most Nigerians are not aware that body shaming goes both ways.
Let me tell you an instance. There's something in 2022, when was I in an agency? I was in an international agency. What's the name of that agency again? forgotten. I was in an influencer agency, and I had a job to work with Shein as their model for their website. They asked for my measurements. When I lost the job.
Oh.
So I said, we're taking this weight gain serious.
And you
I
feel
was
like
going
it's
to be
because you
paid
were
a
skinny?
yes, nah. Everything was agreed on, price, how I would take the picture. They just asked for my measurement. And when I sent, they're like, oh, that they need a hips. Was funny enough, I'm that hip size now. And I don't know.
Are you
And I'm not with that agency now
serious? No.
again. So I'd lost the job. They said I could, those people, they were going to pay me well. Like, till today, I still hate it. I'm like, okay, this is the wake up call. We're gaining weight.
Wow. I wouldn't,
So
I mean,
that's
I
it.
didn't know people could get rejected because
No,
they were
I
too
was
skinny.
rejected. They said my hips was not the size they wanted. That's how I lost the job.
Wow.
So that's it.
That's crazy. Yeah. You see, people don't understand these things too. Like, we need to be kind. We need to be nice to everybody because you don't even know what someone is going through. Because, like, you might see someone on Instagram or, like, social media generally, and you feel like this person has a very good life
figured out
going on. I mean, if I saw your social media account, I would think, oh, Glory is living the best life and all of that. Like, she looks so good. She's, working with brands. And they will kind of, like, have this perception about you. So how are you able to, balance reality and social media? If I can add, like, real life
channel.
Okay.
I actually do have a YouTube channel. I don't promote it on my Instagram.
I didn't know that.
Yes, I don't promote it on Instagram. But my family members, the core Glory fans, they've gone to find me on YouTube, and they're the ones there. I don't have a lot of views on there. I have like 200 views max. And I post every day. I've actually not posted last week because I was way too busy, but I'm posting this week on Saturday though. So I post every week on my YouTube channel. I just post it there just to leave it there for memories. And the people that follow me there, they see me in my most raw form. They see me there. I don't even post anything lifestyle on my Instagram story. I just post me. What I do is none of your business. If you want to see it, come to my YouTube. So I just try to see. Lagos is full of too much fake life. I'm not a part of it. So nothing concerns me. If you come to my YouTube, you see me in my raw form. Like, this is me. This is how I am. This is what you see. What you see here is what you get.
Is what you get. So. And you're right. I mean, it's Lagos. Yeah. I mean, if you decide to sit down and start focusing on people's lifestyle in Lagos, you would get lost.
You hit yourself. You start doing things you're not supposed to, just to keep up with the lifestyle. Nothing concerns me.
And it's not easy to maintain that lifestyle.
It's you that is going for the lifestyle now that you now struggle to maintain it. Me, what's my own? So, yeah.
I feel like most people, right? People have this kind of perception about content creators, right? Because, yes, you're posting, especially people that are fashion lifestyle creators, like you're posting things because, I mean, you're a lifestyle creator. You have to post things, you have to go out and all of that. And one guy will just sit down in his room and say, it is a man that is sponsoring this girl. Like, have you ever experienced that kind of like perception from someone? Is a man that's sponsoring your lifestyle?
I'm not going to say that a man has not given me anything. No, I mean I'm in a relationship, so I will collect because why? What's my own? No, but I've worked hard too, and if someone says that to me, like man is sponsoring your life, okay.
Yeah, the one that don't have a man to sponsor your life.
That you don't have a man. I'm sorry. I don't even try to argue anymore. Like, oh, a man is sponsoring your lifestyle. Okay. A man bought you this. Okay. A man, like, even though it's not a man that did it, I don't even have the time to start, like, defending myself. Yeah. Okay, you said a man. Okay, that's fine.
I mean,
literally.
Oh God, because like Nigerians are so quick to have this perception that if you're successful as a lady, as a woman, it's a man that is definitely bankrolling you.
Yeah.
And I want these people to understand that, like,
There is money in content creation. Let's start from there.
please,
And
be the
people
one to
have
tell
money.
them.
And not like people don't get money from the men too. I mean, if you're in a relationship, why won't you get money from your man? Except maybe the person is not in a relationship. But, and me, I don't know. I really don't care. For me, I sponsor myself. A man too sponsors me. So
Take it and leave it like that. Like, however you want to use that information, use it.
yeah.
So what would you say is the biggest challenge that you're facing right now, and how will you tackle it?
Right now, personally, I would say I'm trying to branch more into the Nigerian market, but Nigerian influencer market, sort of, because what I was targeting then was like international market, because I was thinking I'll leave the country. So I was being strategic with. So now the whole leaving the country thing is on pause. So I'm trying to like target the Nigerian influencer market more. But let's see how that goes. I don't know. I have no strategy.
I was going to ask, what's your strategy?
Strategy
You
for-
know, like you said you were focusing on
Yeah, I'm trying to
international
actually-
brands.
yeah.
Yeah. So like, how were you able to do that?
What
Like,
I was doing was I was following when I first started content creation. I was following more of international content creators. You know, seeing how they dressed, and this is actually how I would love to dress. This is what me I want. Like, so I was just following them, liking their posts, commenting on their content. I made friends with a couple of them. They follow me back, I think from there the brand started seeing me. And when my post started going viral, I was going viral mostly in the UK, US for some reasons. So that's how those brands started seeing me.
Nice.
Basically. I wouldn't lie to you, I didn't really have a strategy like that, except the fact that I was just following people I loved.
So you were
Their
following
content,
those
yes,
people
those
out
ones
there,
that I actually loved what they were putting out.
and then
Like
from there, brands were reaching out to you.
They're
Interesting.
like, okay. I was like, okay, this is the way I would love to dress. So I was just strictly following people I loved their style. So most of them were international, like content creators. So I'll just like their posts and comment the ones that I like. And I feel like that's just how it just happened. And then I started going viral, and then basically
Like,
that's it.
did you ever wait? What posts? When did you start going viral? And did you see it coming? Like, were you expecting that you would go viral and have so many?
Let's start from Explore. It was my birthday post of 2021 that went on Explore. I don't know how that post got on Explore, and that post changed my life.
Wow.
Like when that post entered Explore, my other posts was entering Explore steady, basically. And that's how I got my first paid job. That's it. That's just it. That's just it.
So
Like,
you mean it was just a lucky break?
and that birthday post got 700 likes or so. That was my first ever 700 likes. And from there, the next post got 1,000. And that's just how.
And from
My
there,
life changed.
it just grew.
Yeah.
Wow.
That's how it just
And now
grew.
you're a Fashion Nova partner. Tell me about that. I mean, is that
Fashion
everybody that would
Nova.
say Fashion Nova partner on their bio?
Okay, my then agency actually like got me the Fashion Nova job. Then I was in Ignis agency. Why do I keep forgetting them? Shout out to those guys. They helped my career at some point, and they've taught me a lot of things about the influencer industry though.
Yeah.
So yeah, my agency then, that the ones that got me the Fashion Nova partner job.
Nice.
That's it.
Nice. I mean, Fashion Nova partner.
It's not that much of a big deal. Why do people make it a
if you
big deal?
see, like, if you're I feel like because you're working with them right now, that's why you
Okay,
feel like
maybe.
it's not a big
Yeah,
deal anymore.
yeah.
But us that we've not worked with Fashion Nova, we're shooting our shot.
Fashion Nova, that fine people, yeah.
So are you saying that you have to be in like an agency?
No,
To
they can
be
actually
able to-
reach out to you. I said they probably found me when I was with my
With
agency.
your agency, okay.
When I was with my agency, then.
Yeah.
So, some people have gotten to be Fashion Nova ambassadors without being in an agency. No, they can just find you. They can
Okay.
find you on TikTok, Instagram, wherever,
And just reach out
and
to
just
you.
reach out to you. Yeah.
Wow, nice. So, who would you say are your biggest inspirations in the fashion industry?
Oh, must it be fashion?
Oh, okay.
Must it be
In,
fashion?
I don't know, fashion, lifestyle,
Oh,
beauty, every
okay.
content creator.
This is really, really surprising because the creators I actually genuinely love, they are not necessarily fashion people, not necessarily because people I used to actually love when I was starting is like, you're not really my person anymore like that. So now I'm kind of like,
Deviating to another interest.
I'm loving other people. So it doesn't need to be fashion. But I love Eva. I don't know if you know her. Evie.
yeah,
Yeah,
I
I
do.
love her.
I
I
do
love
know
her
her.
style. I'm
Yeah.
obsessed with her.
Aw.
I love Aliyah's face just because of her aesthetics. That's how I would love to
Aliyah?
dress. Yeah, I don't know if you know Aliyah's face. She's on YouTube too.
Okay.
So that's how I would love to dress much later in my life. In fact, the style is slowly changing. People on my Instagram, they will know this because small, like I can feel my style changing though.
Yeah.
I love Maraji. I'm obsessed with Maraji.
Ooh,
For
nice.
reasons I don't know. I just feel like I relate to her so much. Like she's relatable to me. She's just herself. She's not doing too much. Very demure.
Very
Very
demure.
mindful.
Very
just
mindful.
a girl. And she's not a fashion person.
Yeah.
And there's another creator I've been loving recently. I'm trying to remember. Emmy Moore. She's a fashion content creator. Not necessarily my style, but she's someone I love as well. Not because of fashion.
Okay.
Who else? I have a couple of them. These are just the core ones that I can remember now.
Yeah, nice. Lovely. So, looking back on your journey, can I ask how old are you right now? No?
No.
Okay, no, cut that out. All right, looking back on your journey, right? If you had to go, like, is there anything you would want to change or like any advice you wish you had gotten? I don't know.
Okay, lately, yeah, I've been thinking that when I was growing my Instagram, when I was growing a social media platform, I would have been more focused on building a community. That's what I'm trying to do now. It's not good.
was
So
gonna ask
when
you.
you're trying to build your social media presence, or you want to become an influencer or a content creator that people know, don't be focused on going viral. I feel like it's so easy to go viral nowadays, but don't be focused on that. So focus on building a community of people, a community of. I feel like that's what I'm trying to do now. I mean, I have people who love me genuinely though, but I still always feel like I should have done that earlier and nobody told me. These
Yeah.
things, this content creation thing, I've been figuring it out myself.
I mean, that's mostly how life is
I've
by
been
yourself.
figuring out myself. So
I was actually going to ask you what you think the importance of like building a community and how do you even build a community on social media?
lately, because I've been studying it, like I've been trying to see how I can. The thing I was told then was relatability, but it's not. It's not even about that. It's about like, should I say, sharing your life with your community, like your audience. Okay, let me use for example. I don't know if you know Monet met Michael, or this girl that has been trying.
Money.
And even what's her name, Jackie Aina, those kind of people. They talk to the camera. They tell you what's going on in their day. Like they're those kind of people. I mean, people like that. I feel like extroverts make great content creators because I cannot just wake up and come and tell you what I'm doing.
Talking. I
cannot. I
know.
hate to do that. Why will I tell you where I'm going to, where I'm dressing up to go to? But as a content creator, this is one thing you have to do to step out of your comfort zone. Talk to the camera. You have to just talk, relate with your audience. It's not about posting entertaining content.
I see.
Posting things that people will share is good. It's not good to gain you a couple of followers, but are those people coming to stay? When you post yourself coughing or drinking pure water, would they like it? There's a girl on TikTok that I'm not her fan though, but I know her and I love her. Community love her. Her name is Joy. Chloe Graham.
Okay. Yeah.
She drinks pure water. Her community would like 100 likes.
I know, because like some people that whatever they post.
How about Monet McMichael? That one just needs to post her nose.
And 1 million likes already.
That's what building a community is. Also, other Nigerian creators that have like that cult following. I think Vicky James, one of those. This girl Tomike, all those creators, they talk to the camera, they relate with their audience. So what I used to do then was I'll just come post content and people will like it and share it and it will reach like that's it. No talking to the camera, no relating with your audience. It's not something I'm used to. So it's something I'm trying to do, trying to step outside of my comfort zone to do. Like you get. So
I understand.
I feel like that's self-taught. Someone else might have another definition of building a community, but to me, that's what it is to me.
Yeah. So whoever wants to become a content creator, influencer, you need to understand that building a community is very important.
If you actually can just entertain, offer value, if you can do all, entertain, offer value, inspire, if you can do all, just do it, whatever you can. So
nice. Would you like to maybe give an advice to whoever is upcoming content creators, people that are looking to break into that space? Like, what advice would you give them as, 100K following?
Okay. Comparison is the thief of joy. I always say this. I have been talking about this to my Instagram followers, those that have followed me day one. Comparison is the thief of joy. You would die. You'll be dying inside. I know this is very, very inevitable, but whatever you can do to protect your peace, do that. And also, nobody has it all figured out though. Or everybody that you're seeing that is looking like they're ballers. Some of them are ballers, so I'm not even going to lie, but you actually don't know how somebody's making their money. It may not just be content creation, no. So take it easy on yourself and also just start. Don't say, oh, I don't have the nicest equipment. I used to borrow my boyfriend's phone to take pictures then. I was using Techno also. What was I using? So I didn't have the best phones and I didn't have the best backgrounds. Go to your friend's house. There's always something to do. When you need something, there's always a way. So just start.
Guys, there's always a way. I mean,
it will look like there's no way. I have people in my DMs. I don't have new clothes. When I started, I was cutting clothes. My t-shirt, I will cut it to make a crop top. You have to just do something until you're able to afford it, because what are you going to do?
Nothing. I mean, if you don't have something, you have to make do with the ones you actually have on ground.
It's hard though. I'm not going to say it's not hard, but it's not. If you put in the work, it's not going to be like that forever, to be honest. So I
hope you take it from Glory, who is a very experienced, content creator. You don't have to wait till you have the biggest gadget or iPhone 15. Like, just make use of what you have and just start. I think that's the most important thing. Yeah. So what would you say is one surprising thing that you've learned about yourself in your whole journey? Content creator, real life, everything together. What's one thing you've learned about yourself?
Honestly, I used to think this is not about content creation, this is about general. I used to think that I could should I say I used to think that suffering is cool. Doing things the hard way is what shows that you're working hard. there's someone doing it the easy way and still seeing the same result. So I had to teach myself that it doesn't always have to be hard. You don't have to struggle too much. Like, I don't know, that doesn't make sense, but it makes sense to me because
it actually makes
I've
sense.
come a long way.
Because let me tell you, Nigerians generally, I feel like it is a thing here where they feel like
you have to
suffer
suffer.
past you.
Yes.
Do you understand? Like,
yes.
you're not even going through
No,
much. Me, I'm going through
I used to
like
be that. I'm not even going to lie to you.
Like,
It felt
you
like you have to suffer. You have to do this to show that it's not. You just have to work smart. You have. I promise you, that thing that you think is hard, there's an easy way out. There's an easy way you can achieve that same goal. That you don't even need to compromise.
Yeah. I think, the saying, work smart instead of working hard, is right. I mean, for this century where we are in, everything doesn't have to be hard work, and just work smart. Know what you're doing.
You should not work hard.
No, don't get the wrong idea.
Saying,
you still need to be hardworking, but you don't have to suffer before you get what you want. Like, if there's an easier way to do it, a smarter way to do it, a faster way to do it, or unless it's illegal, nobody's saying you should go and do the fast track, fast.
I'm not there.
Me
and peace, we are not there.
I'm just telling you that, like, you just have to work smart instead of like always working hard. Yeah.
I think that's what I've learned the hard way.
Really nice. That's really nice. Like, I mean,
it comes with growth.
It's growth.
Yeah.
I love that. I love that I'm seeing growth in you. Like, that's so lovely to see. So what's one thing that your followers will be surprised to know about you?
I think most of them, they already know that I'm a lover girl.
Oh.
They know it.
Well, I didn't know that. And
okay,
that's
you didn't
so
know.
cute.
I think that. What else? I want to be able to build a house. I don't need to build. If I can have money to buy a house, to bring my mom from the States here, from my state here, that's my major goal in life. I want her to be close to me.
Yeah.
Close to us. Because my sister just recently moved to Lagos.
Oh.
Yeah, so she was in Warri. So she recently moved to Lagos. So I really want to bring my mom here. But I want it to be her own house. So we don't have to parent.
I love that.
Yeah.
I really like that.
So pray for me so that more jobs
you're in our
prayers.
I'll save up and buy a house. I really pray that your dreams come true and you're able to do everything that you want to do.
Thank you.
I love that.
Thank you.
So let's go back to you being a lover girl. You mentioned that you're in a relationship.
Yeah.
Like, tell me about that. How many years? And
5.
Are we?
I got to Lagos. Once I got to Lagos 2018, I met him 2019 and we've been together since then.
Since then, 5 years. Oh my God. I feel like you're very experienced in relationship, right? I can come to like therapy with you.
Oh God. Yeah.
I can come and call you like, Glory, please, I need relationship therapy.
Some advice, me say no, they take out.
Okay, so what would you say is the most important thing for a relationship to work?
You two have to decide now that you want to make it work. I'm serious. Relationship comprises a lot of forgiving. You have to forgive somebody. You have to forgive. You have to be very forgiving, and you have to be very patient and sometimes tolerating, but don't settle for less. You hear me? So, yeah, I think that's it. And what else? Just making God the center of your relationship, basically, because anything that is not from God, finally, it will scatter.
It's if God has not ordained it already. So, speaking of God ordaining it, like, we are going to... It's leading to marriage, right?
Hopefully.
You better invite us for your wedding.
Please, you need to, because I don't have strength again. No. I don't have strength to start telling somebody my favorite color is blue.
Like, you can't start over again after 5 years.
The streets.
There's nothing out there.
There's nothing.
There's nothing.
Yeah, I know.
There's
Don't worry.
nothing.
We know. We know this.
Oh my God. So let me ask you this question. Do you think pretty privilege is a thing?
I'm sorry.
And has it worked for you?
I'm actually sorry. It has a couple of times. From when I was in model to now, it has a couple of times. I'm not even going to lie.
Yeah.
But actually, you can add that pretty privilege. Just have something upstairs. When you have the both together, it can take you far.
Yeah.
Can take you far. Just don't be pretty and stupid.
Yes.
Please.
That's
I'm
the most
begging you.
important thing.
Don't want to feed only your outside. Feed your inside as well. So it can. So
So guys, pretty girls like us, like me and Glory, it's not just to be pretty, you also have to have something upstairs. Like it is very important.
Yeah.
So yeah, speaking of being a pretty girl and having something upstairs, like what would you say to people that feel like they need to, live off a man to, they don't have like dreams and aspirations. They just feel like if I just find a man that is going to take care of my lifestyle, that's it.
It's your choice. It's finally it's a personal choice. It's a personal thing. There's some people that they don't have a choice but to depend on a man. But as they are there, they're thinking of what to do for themselves that will help them just in case the man is not there anymore. There are people like that. But you as a person, if you want to depend on a man, it's still your choice. Depend on him totally, completely. It's your choice. It's personal choice. But if as a person, you're depending on someone now because you don't have a choice now, but you're thinking of yourself, you're putting things in place to help you stand. That's just the way forward. That's just the best thing. It's okay to depend on someone at some point in your life.
Yes, it's okay.
It's not like it's bad, especially if the person is willing to help you, support you. Not a big deal. Accept the help now. But you just make sure that you're not in the I need help point for long.
Yeah.
You too, at some point, what if he needs help too?
What can you do to help?
What can you do to help?
Yeah.
So as you're collecting the help, be improving yourself too.
I like that. I mean, it's very easy for people to just judge. No, judge people that have that kind of like mindset where they're depending on someone. But like, what if they actually don't
I feel like all of us have been in that space before. When I first came to Lagos and I met my boyfriend, he was literally the one supporting me when I go when the I'm not having offer, I don't have a modeling job. I'll ask him for money now. So he was kind of like sustaining me for some point, and not like I wasn't doing anything for myself. I feel like all of us, plenty of people at some point you've had to depend on someone even if it's not a boy. Your parent, your siblings, you get so. It's just that, just make sure it's not like that.
Like that's
forever.
Like your whole thing. Yeah. Nice. So do you believe that do you believe in the universe, like your star signs say something about you? What's your star sign?
I'm Sagittarius.
It's like but you don't believe in astrology.
Concerning people.
It's a star sign. Like I'm a Scorpio, that's why I'm like this.
They said that Sagittarius, they are very extroverted. I am not. I'm only extroverted with my people, my close friends. Like if I'm just meeting you for the first time, I need time to, adjust. It's not every Sagittarius that are introvert. They say a lot of things. Some of them may be true. And some of them
are sometimes true.
Sometimes true. I'm not even going to lie.
For real?
Yeah, but I don't believe in them. I don't care. I don't care. Because I feel like once you start, I'm a Sagittarius, you now start basing all your personal. In fact, you start to pretend.
I'm telling you that there are some people that actually, like, that is their defense.
Yeah.
Like, I am
Sagittarius.
I am a Scorpio. That's why I'm very rude.
No. Everybody, they'll start basing their personality on that. That doesn't make any sense now. It doesn't. So I don't believe in it.
Yeah.
Because I can actually switch from introvert to extrovert.
Yeah.
So what are you saying? so I'll now go somewhere and I'll decide, I want to be an extrovert today, even when I'm stressed. Just because, Sagittarius, they are extroverted.
You don't care about all of that?
I don't care. I really don't. I honestly don't.
We're coming to the end.
Okay.
Like, do you know an hour has passed? I'll tell
You said it though. You think it's 5 minutes?
But it's just take so long. Yeah. But if you could say anything to your younger self, what would it be right now?
You've got this. That's one. And the second thing will be, don't be too hard on yourself. I'm always hard on myself. I've always been hard on myself from when I was little. I've always felt the need to... I'm not the first child, but I've always felt the need to be like, do well, that kind of thing.
Yeah.
So I would tell myself to take it easy. And I would tell myself to be dependable. Glory. You cannot do it alone. That kind of thing. Because I've always been like, I think it's this my relationship that I started like leaning on someone.
Yeah.
Or I started leaning on. At some point I thought, let this my weight not weigh you down. Oh. No. But I was so... It was as if I found like my safe space. So like I was very like independent to the core. And that's what made me to be very alone. I take my pictures myself.
You do?
So yeah.
Yeah.
I take my pictures myself. I create my video content. I do everything myself. My boyfriend will say, I think you need an assistant. I'm like,
do you? Do I really?
Like that kind of thing. Like, it's okay. Glory, take it easy. Like, you need help. Get the help. That's what I'm trying to do now because I'm very hyper independent. Very terrible one. But this human being that I'm in a relationship is teaching me how to be.
I love that. I really love that.
Like dependent. Like I feel like I'm overdoing the dependent too much because I'll just be calling him to everything.
No, stop. That's just part of being in a relationship.
Yeah,
I feel like that. Like, do you even care about the person?
It just feels like, okay, I can depend on this person, and I hope he can depend on me too, Sha.
I'm sure he can. Oh. I'm such a big fan of love. I'm a lover girl to the very core. And I think that is the most important thing, like the most important part of being in a relationship, that having that safe space, knowing that like I have a safe space, I have my person, I have that person that is like, no matter what is going to be there for me. I mean, it's very important that you have that one person at least, like for your mental health. I say being an island is not going to take you anywhere.
It's not going to take you anywhere. That's something I'm learning.
It's not going to help you.
I'm learning. You know, when you grow up in like with a single parent, it's at some point you'll be left to survive now, that kind of thing. At some point you'll be left to do it on your own. Yeah. So that do it on my own, I took it personal to do it on my own. Yeah. Do it on my own, that kind of thing. So it kind of like, it's a trauma. You can't do it on your own. You need somebody.
You need somebody.
People.
Yeah.
That's what I'm learning now.
Honestly, I'm also on that wavelength with you, learning how to build relationship.
Building
and
relationship.
Also maintain. Yeah. I feel like me, it's not hard.
I'll just cut you off.
It's not hard. It's not hard for me to make friends. Like me and you now we are friends. Yeah. Okay, how do I maintain
it? Yes,
that is the thing. That is where I have a serious issue. And I feel like most people probably have that issue as well.
For me,
like maintaining relationships.
For me, I'm very sensitive. Like any shift in energy like this, I feel it. Like that kind of thing. And I'll start overthinking it. I'm also an overthinker. I'll start overthinking it. Maybe I'm doing too much and I'll start shifting away. And when I shift away, to now look as if I've cut you off.
Yeah.
And that's how the relationship will die, because nobody want to. It's so sad, but I'm trying to be very intentional with my friendships now. I've had friendships of over 10 years. I'm trying to maintain it. Like, it's not easy.
It's not easy. It's really not easy.
And because making new friends in this Lagos.
Let's even talk about friendship in Lagos. Do you think you can actually find a true friend that actually loves you and supports you genuinely?
The only friends I have in Lagos are old friends. Honestly, I tried making a couple of old friends, new friends, but it was like, I just gave up. I'm
Yeah, I
like,
thought I was the only one that was experiencing that, because like making friends in Lagos is like a sport.
you have to go to brunch. You have to do the.
It's so hard to
Are we
maintain.
not going to save money to build house or do something better with our life?
It's so hard to
Everybody's just looking for
maintain.
aesthetics friends.
Yeah.
And while that is good, I'm not saying that's not good. Having friends you can go take pictures with, or you guys dress good.
You know, like, or when you find a friend and you feel like you find a friend, you found a friend, and
Yeah.
there's this silent competition going on.
That kind of thing. And you can feel it.
You can feel it.
You can feel it. Or when all of a sudden you're meeting someone and all of a sudden they want to be content creators too, because they've come to your house, they've done this, and they've seen that this morning this girl.
Or some people just want to use you.
Yeah, they want to use you to get what they want, and then I see you. But what I'm trying to do now is maintaining the friendships I already have now, because I know those ones are my guys. My guys. I'm not really the aesthetic friends kind of person. If I have a new content creator friend, definitely we'll go and take picture. But I'm not doing brunch every 2 weeks with you. Every 1 week with you.
Let's go for brunch.
I beg. We'll go. Not like we'll not go.
No,
But
brunch is nice. You know, going for brunch
and
is
I
nice.
think one thing about Lagos is that people use people so much that I don't know.
Yes,
Like,
there's a user culture here in
there's
Lagos.
there's no genuine. You have to have something to offer to someone. If you don't have something to offer to someone, so that's why I'm so.
There's not going to be friendship in the
Yeah,
first
that's
place,
why I'm
like.
so like. I beg go. Except I have something to offer to you. That's when I'll come. I'll not want anything from you.
No, I don't like that kind of relationship. Yeah, like that kind of friendship is so exhausting. Like, what
It's
if I don't
very
have anything to
exhausting.
offer in that moment? Would you just leave me like that? Because friends are supposed to be.
In the industry, to an influencer, you need influencer friends, because you need to like someone's bad character to get there. You have someone that works with a top brand. You want to get close to that person, now, even with their terrible character. You want to stay because of something you can gain from them. It could never be me. I will stay stagnant. Thank you.
Instead of like
I
having
don't
that
want to
fake
have
friend.
that fake
Hi,
thing.
oh my god! And then at your back, you're hearing, and that's why
Honestly,
I stopped making
I've
friends.
seen a lot, and it's crazy because I'm always like in the middle of it. I'm like, you still gonna laugh with this person after this thing you have said? It's like, are you for real?
I'm not even for that drama at all.
yeah.
No,
So-
I do not subscribe to any of those.
But there are
drama
also
at all.
genuine friendships in Lagos too. They are when you're lucky.
Yes,
You're lucky.
you're lucky.
So I'm not saying everybody is trying to get something from you. So you're not gonna have trust issues.
Right. So being an influencer in Lagos, right? Like, I feel like it comes with so much baggages and expectations from people that are watching you.
Yeah.
Like, how do you deal with those expectations?
The expectation is your business.
They expect you to have house, car.
It's your business.
Go travel to Maldives
Let's start from
twice,
there.
go to Greece.
It's even recently that I don't know if I'm supposed to say this year, but I was almost getting a car last year, but I choose to give that money to my mom. Like to say, oh, thank you. That if that's what I choose to do.
Yes, and that's important.
And see, today my boyfriend will be telling you, should have bought that car that time. Now into get. I'm like, I just wanted to do it. It has always been on my mind that when I have a particular amount of money, she's the first person I'm going to give it to. So that's what I did with that money. I used the rest to do other things. But it's now that I feel like I'm trying to revamp my Instagram. It's just a particular look I'm going for. So it's now like the whole car thing is now, okay, you need
Very
a car
person,
to move
yeah.
and all that. So basically.
But
That's
it
that.
can be hard trying to, like,
That's your
navigate these
expectation.
pressures.
To be
from
honest,
people.
and I'm not that person. Like, it's your business. It's the expectation you have of me. That's why I don't do lifestyle on my Instagram. That's why I don't put out my life on Instagram. I do it on YouTube and I don't promote it on my Instagram because I know if I do, people will come. But that YouTube is just like, let me just put this here so that tomorrow or when I have kids, they can see that their mother was
mommy.
trying, that kind of thing.
Yeah.
So I don't allow, like, whatever you're expecting of me, that's your business. Really, seriously, it's not your business.
I love that.
It's really your business.
That's very important to just know that, like, there's a line.
There's a line
between social media and real life. Like,
that's why I love Jackie. Like, Jackie, I know.
There's a second guest that I've had here that's talking about Jackie, I know, and like
she's so like, she draws the line. Even though she's lifestyle, she puts her life out there, but she's still able to draw that line. It could never be me. If I start posting lifestyle, I'll post everything. Post everything. I want to post everything now.
Yeah.
So,
my love. It's a crazy world we live in, you know. It's really,
the pressure is crazy.
The pressure is crazy. Intense.
But you're the one that will start it. You're the one that will start putting out, and then they start expecting things from you. So
that's fine. You've spoken about like a few of your traumas and like the ones you've identified. Like, how do you deal with it and how do you manage it? Like everything.
Well, let me just start breaking them down small. For the daddy issues, that one I'm slowly working on it because I was really, should I say,
it's fine, babe.
Okay. Let's start with the hyper dependent one. It's just being intentional. First things first, you have to identify that this thing is a trauma. So I actually knew that this is a trauma, and cutting people off very easily when I cite any small thing like this, like you're making me feel as in somehow, I'll just stop talking to you because I now discovered that I have abandonment. So I'll cut people off easily, fast before they abandon me, before that kind of thing.
I get that.
So
I get that.
I think that's the most important one that has been very tough for me. That the other ones are something that I've been able to work on, but this particular one, it's hard though.
It's hard.
I'm not going to lie because
dealing with issues can be very hard.
Yeah, it's hard because it's like before you even do anything to me, I've blocked you, I've unfollowed you, I've stopped talking to you because I beg. So that when you now leave me, I'll not feel it.
Yes.
That kind of thing.
Like you're trying to protect yourself.
I'm trying to protect
your
myself.
heart. You don't want to go through any hurt or anything. I feel you. Like I can relate to you, right? Because most of these things, I feel like a lot of girls go through it like silently. Abandonment issues, daddy issues. Relationship trauma.
Daddy issues. I feel like since I met this person that I'm with now, I feel like slowly it's gone.
Yeah, because
a lot of things I used to like. Now it's not like a big deal to me now. So
I love that. I love that you're healing and growing and becoming a better person for yourself. Because it's very important that you're doing all of this for yourself. You're growing and learning and unlearning for yourself. Oh, Glory, thank you so much for coming on my show and bearing it all, sharing it, your life and your experiences
for having me.
Like, it was really nice, very insightful, very educating. I know a lot of people would watch this and probably relate to your experience because like, I mean,
obviously.
Thank you so much. I learned a lot. I did learn, and I'm sure a lot of people would learn from this as well. And I pray and I hope that you continue to heal and continue to grow into that woman I know you're gonna be. That's that girl. I see it. Thank you so much.
Thank you
Okay,
for having
guys,
me.
this brings us to the end of this episode. I hope you enjoyed watching. I did. I hope you take some things out and learn to grow and heal from any of the traumas that you're facing, and also learning about dealing with social media and all of that. Like, always remember that self-love is important, is the first thing and the only thing that should matter to you. Love yourself first. Yes, I went into my therapy mode there. But thank you so much for, riding with us to the end. If you watch to the end, thank you so much. You're a true MVP and I love you so much. I'll see you in the next episode. Bye.